Hi everyone, welcome to Movie Reviews number 2. I am Chaz Mosier along with Josie Brown
What's up?
and Redneck Storm.
Hello.
And starting off tonight, we'll be talking about Friday the 13th Part 2, which came out in 1981. And boy, am I so happy to be reviewing this first. This movie came out a year after the original Friday the 13th, which we all technically agree was one of the most boring original movies of all time. Basically, in the beginning, Alice, who killed Mrs. Voorhees in the first one, what a killer she was, right?
Yeah.
She got killed off by an unseen assailant, which we revealed later as Jason Voorhees, the son of Mrs. Voorhees.
Do we ever see him in this movie?
Not really, not
Yeah,
till the end.
when he bursts through the window in slow motion, it shows his face half has like long hair, half it's.
You really just see his hands and arms and pretty much towards the end of that movie.
You see his face. I'm telling you, when he bursts through the window and grabs her, it's like a repeat of the first movie.
Yeah.
All I remember is at the end, they saw him on the ground, but then they didn't show his face. I'm like, no, they're gonna set up for another one over here.
Yeah. Let's run through the plot.
This movie was extremely boring. Pretty much all this movie is Jason getting his revenge against the woman who killed his mom in the first one. And then a bunch of teens go to the Camp Crystal Lake just to become camp counselors. And Jason pretty much kills them off all one by one. That's all this movie is just a slasher film. That's what every...
So basically a
Friday the 13th
repeat
is.
with a different villain.
Exactly. It's pretty much another body count with just Jason as the killer. It's the only different thing. The only interesting thing I liked about it is that he wore the burlap sack in this movie. He went on to debut the hockey mask in the next film. But I liked it. It was a good look to him. I actually preferred over the hockey mask.
Now, I liked this movie more than the first one. I felt the first one, it took a long time to get into the story. This one, it picked up where the last one left off with the story. I was surprised when the lady from the first movie died within 5 minutes. I started getting pissed that they showed replays from the last movie because I really hated those for the most part.
Yeah.
I'm like, this better not be more than 10 minutes.
They were really trying to say, hey, we had a storyline. Trust us. It's somewhere there.
I really feel like the director had no story in mind for
I
this one.
actually wrote that down too. Why did they have to fucking replay the same shitty fight from the first movie?
Yeah, just like, I don't
Like,
need to
It was
see
a
it.
pretty
They're gonna
bad
replay
fight.
it.
Yeah.
And then they replayed the scene on the lake. I was like, oh my god, this crap
That
again.
fight was very boring in the first one.
At first, I thought I actually clicked on the wrong movie.
Some of the death scenes in this movie were interesting, I thought. What did you guys think about the death scenes in this movie? You think they were better or worse
Were they
than the first one?
memorable is the question.
I mean, the one guy that was hanging, and then what
Yeah.
happened to him?
He was
got his
hanging, and
throat
then
slit.
Jason
Got his
came
throat slit
out
by
and
Jason.
slit his throat, and then the girl came back.
And she
and
was
Then she got killed off screen and decided not to kill the
That was
woman.
Interesting. I mean, it wasn't bad.
I liked the scene where the two kids were having sex and they got killed by
Oh,
the
yeah,
spear through the
double.
bed. That was pretty
Oh,
cool.
that
And also the kid who was in the wheelchair got the machete to the head and fell down the stairs. I liked that one too. Those are the only ones I liked that I thought were memorable from this movie. Probably the only things I will remember from this
I
film.
didn't like the fact that they brought back the original girl. I think they should have just left that alone. Like,
I figured they might have kept
have
her,
one
kept her
survivor,
around.
would you?
You know, throughout
At
the
least
next
if you have
few
one
movies.
survivor, you can be like, oh, well, one person movie will make it out. All right, who's it gonna be? But instead, they're like, nah. We'll
Yeah,
just
so they
kill
have a
them all
completely
off.
new cast, a new hero, and everything.
Did you say what the Rotten Tomatoes was?
Oh, I did not. It has a 33% Rotten Tomatoes, to no one's surprise.
What?
So
the
lower
first
than
one
the
had?
first one.
First one, I believe, had a 58. So this one
Wow.
has a smaller.
I
Rotten
felt the
Tomatoes.
first one was better.
The-
I mean, not better. I felt this one was better.
The budget
maybe
had,
more enjoyable. I don't know if it's
Just to quickly mention, the budget had 1.05 million, and the box office maybe was 21.7 million, which is, in my opinion, a little shocking. I think it should have made a
How
little
much
bit lower
did the
than
first
that.
one make?
I forgot.
Uh,
So I would have to go back to the last one.
It's
to
on
find
our
that
other
one out.
review.
But it's not like the box office for that one even mattered anyways, right? So
Well, obviously, this is practically the same thing. It's another group of teens, 5 years later, going into the woods, and what's going to happen next? I don't
exactly,
know.
it's pretty much like the same repeating cycle. Every
They had the
single
most
Friday the 13th
generic
movie.
foreshadowing in that campfire.
Yeah, they're telling the story about Jason.
They
It's
told
just
it
kinda,
3 times. They also told it at that party or whatever.
And
it
what's
was.
kind of weird was, I don't know if the end of the first one was a dream sequence or not, but with Jason coming out of the water, he was pretty much a kid at that time. And I know this was like 5 years or whatever later or whatever, but when Alice got killed...
Well, it was a dream
you know,
sequence.
I mean, I don't know. I was always getting confused with if it really happened or was a dream sequence because she was in the hospital or anything like that. So I don't
After
remember.
the original girl, it wasn't 42 minutes into the movie until someone else died.
Yeah, that's true.
That alone made me just like...
The cop, right? Or was the cop, or was it Crazy Ralph? The
I was
crazy
surprised
guy?
the Crazy Ralph died.
I'm
sitting there
surprised
like,
they stuck him in for another movie.
Well, if I thought they stuck him in, he's gonna be here a while, and then he died.
They just got they have to really kill off every
that's-
single character from the first one.
Yeah,
they
they're
couldn't keep
just
one
like,
around for another
no.
few movies or something.
No,
you know?
we got like 10 more of these planned. No one's staying. All right.
What did you guys think at the end with Jason keeping his mother's head as a shrine in that shack in the woods?
That didn't surprise me. I thought it was interesting how the girl
Guy has mommy
said it.
Yeah, he does.
Well, he's a freaking whatever.
Remember, the cop found out first originally, and then he got hit in the back of the head with the hammer, and then later.
I love how yet again the girl beats up the killer.
Yeah, Jason's
Well,
supposed to be.
the killer stopped trying to kill her because she said he was his mom.
Oh yeah, she put the sweater on. She's like,
Yeah.
"I'm your mom now."
And then he's like,
Jason's
"Oh, you're my mommy."
He puts his pickaxe down, then he ends up getting like
And
stabbed
then he
in the
sees
shoulder.
the thing, and he's like, "That's not my mom." Now,
He got stabbed in the shoulder with
Question.
his machete, I think. it was.
Did I may have missed this or wasn't paying attention? I'm not sure. But did the one kid who went to the bar who stayed late? Did he die?
No, he didn't die.
That's what I thought.
Why did they kept him
13th
off?
part 3.
Did he come back?
No, they didn't. They decided when they don't have, they keep some off. They decide not to kill him off. They just don't even put him in the next movie. They can't do that. They never
Probably
do
would
that.
have cost an extra $5,000, so they're like, nah.
They're just lazy.
It was just the
With
most
storytelling.
random thing. Like, it just doesn't die.
Friday the
We don't need
13th
to say anything
has like most
about it.
confusing like plots. All the movies, they really do. Just wait till we get to part 3. Oh my god. Oh my god.
Are you guys excited for that?
Yeah.
Can't wait.
I like this one better. I feel like it's going to get better with each one.
I'm just waiting for the deaths to
Aside
get
from the
better. That's
hockey
all I
mask-
care about.
Aside from the debut of the hockey
Once
mask.
they start having more
I didn't
gruesome
even care about
deaths.
the deaths. I just enjoyed the cast.
I liked some of the death scenes in this movie, but I'm just gonna say
I
it was
still can't get over that woman killing everyone in the first one.
that's pathetic, with her killing everyone. Just
Ugh.
they should have been able to fight back.
She should have just shot them all.
Especially the one guy, what was his name? Steve Christie, the guy who walked right into it, pretty much getting killed.
Should be a. Is there a movie about a serial killer who uses like a silenced pistol? But it's not like a mercenary. Like he goes around shooting people with a pistol.
Probably.
I don't remember. But this really was one of my least favorite Friday the 13th films. It didn't excite me as much as unlike some of the later sequels, which were more entertaining. I mean, they weren't good at all, but they were entertaining. There's a difference.
Well, we're gonna get to them.
Yeah, we will get to them. Over time.
Yeah, maybe I just enjoyed it more because the first one just bored me.
This movie came out only a year later.
Yeah, they rushed this movie into production.
Yeah, that was another thing. Each one's made by a different director. Different
year.
writer.
Well,
And
different
there's
director,
like
different
2
writer
or
each
3
year.
different distributing
Because
companies.
part 3 comes out in 82, so they really got one out every single year.
With a different director. Every year, different director. Just
I believe Steve Miner actually directed part 3 as well. This is part 2, which is this one. So he directed 2.
Part 3 is looking promising.
Steve Miner's not a
Yes.
really good director. He made some pretty bad movies.
I'm just
like
waiting for
House.
Jason X. I hear that one's pretty good.
Oh yeah, that's an entertaining one. Yeah,
Was Jason ever in space?
yeah, that's Jason X.
Just making sure. I wasn't sure the name.
Also, Jason
And although
Goes to
we
Hell.
will never be doing this review, I also recently saw Leprechaun 4, so
Yeah, we can.
put that on the table.
Someone on YouTube probably reviewed that, or someone else. I don't know.
Eh.
I'd rank this a 5 out of 10. I like this a little bit more than the first one because I just still can't take that first one seriously with the woman killing people. I'm like, come on, she's an old woman. Seriously.
Well, Chris, what did you rate it?
Personally, I thought it was a 6 out of 10. I actually enjoyed it, to be honest. It's just after the first one made me so mad. This one, I'm like, you know what? It isn't that bad.
At least we get Jason.
Yeah,
at
at
least
least
Jason, but in a burlap
instead of the
sack.
mom. The mom just pissed me off. I didn't know the mom was the killer, and then all that. I'm like, really?
It would
Come
have been
on.
really cool if it was Jason.
Oh,
I would have. And this kind of just like, all right, I got one win from the first.
I'm going to give it a personal rating of a 4 and a professional rating of a 2.
Wouldn't blame me there. Wouldn't blame me there.
All right, well, is there any other thoughts we have on Friday the 13th Part 2?
Can't wait for part 3.
Uh,
Dun, dun.